Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Van Taylor Stadium on the campus of Lander University for tonight's non-conference women's soccer contest between the Newberry College Wolves and your Lander University Bearcats. At this time, we'll introduce stars for tonight's match. First, our visitors, the Wolves from Newberry. In goal for the Wolves, number 1, Jaylene Gant. Number 2, Sydney Dempsey. Number 4, Emma Harms. Number 5, Samantha Molina. Number 8, Katie Morris. Number 9, Courtney Velasquez. Number 12, Sierra Chavez. Number 13, Daphne Hayami. Number 14, Monica Jimenez. Number 19, Briley Stokes. And number 23, Jacqueline Aldretti. The Wolves are coached by Didi Alexander, and assisted by Teresa Berman and Alexis Carrillo. And now, the storyline up for your Lander University Bearcats. In goal, a sophomore from Lake Wales, Florida, number 0, Sarah Owen. A sophomore from Lake Mary, Florida, number 2, Kylie Epple. A junior from Delran, New Jersey, number 6, Brianna Taylor. A senior from Bedford, New York, number 7, Victoria Lang. A junior from Lake Wales, Florida, number 9, Hannah Sinner. A junior from Irmo, South Carolina, number 10, Emily Drumstad. A sophomore from Oulé, France, number 11, Juliette Vidal. A freshman from West Columbia, South Carolina, number 12, Mackenzie Yendel. A sophomore from Clifton, Virginia, number 15, Brennan McCarthy. A sophomore from Nantes, France, number 23, Chloe LaFranc. And a freshman from Virginia Beach, Virginia, number 28, Kelsey Fisher. The Bearcats are coached by Chris Ayers. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise, gentlemen, of your hats, as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Hello and welcome to Van Taylor Stadium here at the Jeff May Sports Complex for this game between the Lander Bearcats and the Newberry Wolves. Should be a competitive matchup. Both teams coming into the game 2-0. Going to run through the starting lineups for you real quick. First, for the visitors, in goal for Newberry is number 1, Jaylene Gant. Number 2 is a forward, Sydney Dempsey. Number 4, Emma Harms, playing midfield. Number 5, Samantha Molina in defense. Number 8, Caitlin Morris on the back line. Number 9, Courtney Velasquez, playing at midfield. Number 12, Sierra Chavez, playing defense. Number 13, the leading scorer for the Wolves, Daphne Hayame, playing midfield. Number 14, Monica Jimenez, also in midfield. Up top for Newberry, number 19, Briley Stokes, and rounding out the starting lineup, Jacqueline Aldretti. Now for the Bearcats, in goal is the sophomore from Lake Wales, Florida, Sarah Owen. In defense is number 2, Kylie Eppel. Playing up top for the Bearcats is number 6, Brianna Taylor. Playing a holding midfield is number 7, Victoria Lang. Playing defense, number 9, Hannah Sinner. Playing defense, more in a winger role, number 10, Emily Germstad. Playing in midfield, number 11, Juliette Vidal. Also in midfield is one of the many talented freshmen that Lander has this year, number 12, Mackenzie Yandel. In defense, number 15, Brennan McCarthy. And in the midfield, number 23, Chloe LaFranc. And another one of the very talented freshmen for the Bearcats, number 28, Kelsey Fisher. Bearcats so far 2-0 this year. Goals have been evenly spread amongst Germstad, Taylor, Newton, Vidal, and Yandel, each with 1 apiece. Newberry, being led by Daphne Hayame. She's got 4 goals, 2 assists. Behind her, Sally Slice with 3 goals, 2 assists. Newberry put up a grand total of 10 goals in their 2 games so far. Bearcats looking good so far, looking to improve off of a 4-11-1 season last year. Looking to keep this winning streak going. Newberry, a team that last year surprisingly did better away than they played at home. Last year they were 5-4 outside of Newberry. We're 2-7 when playing at home. So that might play into their advantage. That should give you a little insight into the mindset that this Newberry team brings when they travel. They lost their leading scorer from last year's team, Alyssa Ortega. She scored 11 goals for the Wolves last year. As did the Bearcats lose their leading scorers, Carrie George and Taylor Perkowski, both graduating. And we're off. Morris got things started for the Wolves. Looks like they're going to try things up the right flank. LaFranc unable to do anything with that for the Bearcats, and this is going to go out for a throw-in. Germstad moving into the middle of the field, looking for Vidal, unable to connect, intercepted by Chavez, but now Vidal with it again on the left wing, looking to cross, instead passes it back. Germstad with it, and it's poked away by Morris. Now McCarthy over to center. McCarthy, one of the revelations of last year's rather dismal campaign for the Bearcats. She's been a constant presence at center back for Coach Ayer and has done that so far this year. Vidal not able to get to that, but there's Taylor trying to follow up. It's cleared away by the Wolves. Dempsey unable to connect with her pass. Now LaFranc has it for Lander. Eppel moving up the left wing. Excuse me, right wing. Now Germstad looking for Eppel, but headed away out of immediate danger. LaFranc with it again. She's being double teamed. And that'll be a corner kick. Excuse me, throw in. Germstad with a shot that misses just wide. Gant looking for Dempsey. Franck goes back to center. Now Taylor. Taylor is a junior. Did not play at all during her sophomore year and not much during her freshman year. Her first game on campus, she scored a hat trick. And then the next game tore her ACL. And she's just now returning from that injury. You can't help but wonder what this team would have looked like the previous 2 years if she had been able to stay healthy. Referee signals play on. And now Lang finds Yandel. McCarthy making sure that she gets the seal out to win the throw-in. Now Germstad dancing, looking for somebody. Finds Vidal. Tried to do a give and go, but unable to, but now LaFranc has it. Apple unable to connect with Vidal, but Signers on it for the Bearcats. That's going to be out for a Newberry throw-in. Fisher battling for it, not winning that battle. Fisher, a freshman from Virginia Beach. Virginia, of course. Now McCarthy moving forward with it. Trying to get a through pass up for Vidal. A little too much on it. Drop kick didn't go too far. Found its way to Bree Taylor's feet. Now Germstad with it. Looking to set something up. Unable to. Fisher unable to contain it. And that'll go out for a Newberry throw-in. Now Germstad dancing around, moving forward, trying to get it into Taylor. Now center with it. Heppel. Germstad called offsides. Germstad, one of the more active players for the Bearcats in the attack. 3 shots on goal so far this season. As I mentioned before, she's one of 5 players tied with 1 goal apiece. The others being Taylor, Katie Newton, Vidal, and Mackenzie Yandel. Free kick goes into the box, but nobody able to connect with it. There's Fisher, though, getting the rebound, and her shot is off target. Good set piece execution there from the Bearcats. Good awareness for someone to be there on the end of it after it didn't connect with its original target. Vidal unable to connect. Dempsey temporarily loses it, but Newberry regains possession. Harms racing up the right wing, but it's cleared out by McCarthy. McCarthy very effective at doing just that, ending any counterattacks that come her way. And that is going to be a throw in for the Bearcats. Another free kick taken to Germstad. Now Taylor. LeFranc. Bearcats unable to string too many passes together here so far. Now Lang with it. Yandel. And won that battle with Harms, and now Germstad off to the races. Slips past two Wolves, but not past the back line. Foul called on Lander. Shot blocked by center. There was Aldretti. Her shot goes wide. It'll be a goal kick. Owen directing her troops before she takes this goal kick. Fisher. Now Vidal. LeFranc. Over to Germstad. LeFranc. Apple. Apple dribbling into the box and won away by Dempsey. The Bearcats gain possession back. Now it's going to be a corner kick for the Bearcats. LeFranc and Germstad both over there. LeFranc tipped it out. Germstad sends it back. And Yandel, her pass Intercepted. Yandel with it now. Right into the arms of Gant, the sophomore keeper from Poway, California. Looks like it's going to be Epple trotting over to take the throw in. Franck back to Vidal. Back pass to Lang. Now Hayame. Dempsey. Hurt on the play. She's going to try to walk it off. Aldretti battling with Epple. That's going to be a foul called on Epple. Looking for Harms. Cleared away by the Bearcat defense. Taylor with it. Over to Yandel. Yandel racing up the sideline, but loses possession. Dempsey with it now. Up to Jaime. She cuts in, takes a shot off the post. Referee indicating that it was deflected. I think it was deflected off of McCarthy. But the first real chance from either team right there, and Jaime on the ball again. Now Chavez. Taylor trying to win that. Now Jaime gets a shot and it goes wide. Jaime very, very active. You can see how she scored 4 goals so far this season. Stokes couldn't control that for Newberry. Throw in taken to McCarthy. LaFranc back to Epple. Now Germstad. Fisher. Germstad. Vidal now back to Germstad, looking to cross it in. And there's Taylor with the first goal of the game. Good cross and excellent execution by the junior from Delran, New Jersey. That's her second goal of the year. She now has the lead as of right now. Vidal accredited with the assist. All started with the great cross from Germstad. And now all of a sudden, Newberry finds themselves down 1-0. Now Bearcats looking to do something again. Vidal slips past her defender. Holds up play, waits for support. Now Taylor has it. Trying to connect with Epple. Epple in a dangerous area, but a good save there from Gant. Gant chose to come off of her line. And that was a wise decision for the Newberry sophomore. Going to be a throw-in for the Bearcats. Fisher with it in the box. She's double teamed, and her shot, no real trouble for Gant. Last year, Gant played in 16 of Newberry's 18 games, started 10 of those. She gave up 1.15 goals per game. Pretty solid goals against average. Now Molina. Arms trying to gather this in for Newberry. Germstad wins it. Looking to dump it off, but her pass unable to connect. But Taylor looking for the garbage goal. Collect the rebound, to borrow a basketball term. Taylor looking very active so far in this game. Pestering the back line. That's a striker's job, and she's doing it to a T so far. Jimenez now, Aldretti. Now Yandel for the Bearcats. Looking for Fisher. Now Vidal with it. Lang. McCarthy. And that deflected off of a Newberry player, so it'll be a throw in for Lander. Vidal turns and goes with it. Finds Taylor. Good move there to lose her defender. Now Germstad sends it over to Epple on the right wing. Epple racing with Dempsey. Dempsey got there, but Epple won it. She crosses it in. Ball still in play. Now Jaime slips past center, but not past Lang. Good sliding tackle there from the Bearcat holding midfielder. Jaime with it. Now Aldretti. Arms. McCarthy knocked her off the ball momentarily. Finds its way all the way back to the back line. Now it's over to the left back, Yandel. Fisher with it now. Now in the game for Newberry, number 18, Ellie Finneran, junior defender from Essex. At least she's listed as a defender. Germstad battling with Aldretti. Aldretti called for the foul. So this will be, no, Germstad called for the foul, excuse me. Bit dangerous set piece here. Morris, Jimenez, and Aldretti discussing it over. Nice organization there. You can tell that this team has practiced set pieces. Set pieces, a lost art for some teams. But Vidal with it now for the Bearcats. Lang back to McCarthy. That's going to be a foul called on Newberry. Bearcats sending everybody forward except the center backs. Headed out. Now Lang with it. Vidal. Taylor. Vidal. Good setup from Taylor, but Vidal unable to capitalize on it. With Franck. Harms battling for this. It's going to go out off of Harms. Throw in for the Bearcats. Lander going to have a substitution as well. Lauren Schuba coming into the game. She's going to replace Victoria Lang. Solid 25 minutes put in by Lang. Schuba, a junior from Simpsonville, as that was no trouble for Gant. Yandel. McCarthy. Heads this one out. It's going to be a throw in. Vidal with it now. Going back to center. Now Fisher. Fisher looking to pass, holds up, goes back to Eppel. Fisher with it again. Good poke tackle there from Finneran. Now Germstad for the Bearcats. Spins around, looking for someone to pass it to. Eventually it's cleared out by Chavez. Now Jaime over to Harms. Somebody trying to settle the ball down, and Shuba eventually does for the Bearcats. Now LeFranc slips past the defender, finds Taylor. Germstad, Vidal, and Epple. Looking for Epple was Germstad, but it was cleared away. Lander would like to recognize our game sponsor and proud supporter of Bearcat Athletics, Northland. Visit Northland on social media. Connect with Northland on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, where you can stay up to date on the latest tech and entertainment news. Lander would like to give a special thanks to Northland, proud supporter of Bearcat Athletics. And that'll be a corner kick for the Bearcats. LeFranc and Germstad, again, both over there. See if they decide to knock it on or take a direct approach. McCarthy, Fisher, Taylor, Shuba, Vidal all in the box, looking for Taylor, finds her, but it goes wide left. Good idea. But Taylor just not quite able to send it goalward. Foul called on Lander, on Fisher. Yandel. Now Shuba for Lander. Vidal. Over to Taylor. That's going to be out for a Wolves throw in. Center over to Epple. Epple manages to fend off the Velasquez tackle, but couldn't get past Chavez. McCarthy now for Lander. LeFranc. Taylor now. Looking to find Vidal, slips it through to her, but Vidal called offsides. Bearcats have just under 14 minutes to try to add to this 1-0 lead. Now Taylor takes a long shot that goes wide left, but Gant not going to take any chances. Dove after it anyways. Throw in for the Bearcats. That was off of Finneran. LeFranc and Finneran battling. Now center. McCarthy. LeFranc over to Yandel. Yandel moving up the wing. Foul. Looks like it's going to be called on Stokes. Excuse me, Molina. Fisher controls this, being double teamed. Trying to connect with Ethel, but couldn't. Now McCarthy steps forward to keep possession, but she's unable to connect with LeFranc. Yandel intercepts that for the Bearcats, but unable to maintain possession. Common story for the Bearcats. LeFranc unable to control that, so it'll be a Newberry throw in. Now Jimenez. Velasquez trying to send it forward. Good double team there from McCarthy and center. McCarthy held up Jaime so that center could clear it away. It'll be a throw in for Newberry. Yandel marking. McCarthy wins it away. Now LeFranc to Taylor. Taylor unable to do anything with it. McCarthy again. Germstad. LeFranc looking for Vidal. Instead found the feet of Sierra Chavez. Chavez, a freshman from, well, here in South Carolina we'd call it Lancaster, but since it's in California, it's probably Lancaster. Two substitutions, one for each team. Reagan Hill, senior midfielder, coming in for Newberry. And number 20, a freshman midfielder, Katie Newton, coming in for the Bearcats. Scored a goal in her first game. That was against North Greenville. She comes to Greenwood from Marietta, Georgia. Back pass all the way to Owen. Jaime causing a little bit of trouble, unnerving Owen just a little. Now Newton. LeFranc. Yandel. The Bearcats unable to link anything together. And that's going to be a foul called on, I believe, yes, Germstad. So free kick for the Wolves. Looking to connect in the box. Good defense from Apple to shield Velasquez away from it. Germstad spins, takes off away from her defender. Looks to connect and with Newton, but just a little too much on that pass. Scooped up by Gant. Jaime takes a long shot. No trouble for Owen. Not sure it would have been on target, but Owen taking a when in doubt approach. And if you can, you might as well. Now Newton with it. Germstad. Slips past two defenders, tries to cross it in, and that's going to go off of Morris, and it'll be a Bearcat corner kick.
Corner kick order to Lander.
And for the third time, Germstad and and LaFranc both over there. Germstad takes it, sends it in, finds Fisher, who was looking for McCarthy, but they were unable to connect, and it's cleared out. Newton unable to do anything with that pass from Yandel. Newton and Yandel, the two freshmen that are on the score sheet so far this year. Both of them scoring in that opening game against North Greenville. McCarthy moving forward with it. Newton can't get to it. Yandel unable to connect with her. Shuba back to McCarthy. Under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Bearcats trying to maintain their lead. Velasquez, Jaime unable to do anything with it. Eventually cleared out of the Bearcat back line. Referees saying that was off of the Vidal. That's why that throw-in was awarded to Newberry. LaFranc's pass off target, but McCarthy's there. Now Germstad dancing around. Good defending from Molina. Owen distributes this, looking for LaFranc. Couldn't connect with her. Briley Stokes got to it first. Stokes, a freshman from Florence, South Carolina. That's off of Aldretti, so it'll be a throw in for Lander. Vidal back to McCarthy. Now Fisher moving forward. Got Germstad and Newton on either side, but it was blocked by Molina. Molina really anchored the defense for Newberry. She's moved up into a holding midfield position when needed. And she's really anchored that back line all game so far. She's had several opportunity-saving tackles inside the box, just outside the box. Very composed play for the sophomore from Oxnard, California. Now Shuba for the Bearcats, trying to link up with Germstad. She does. Germstad off to the races, but loses possession, unable to control it. But now Shuba with it at her feet again. Germstad. Fisher looking for Epple. Epple in the box. She's got Vidal to cross it to, but it's cleared away. Shuba battling with Hayime. Hayime comes out on top. She gives it to Aldretti. Aldretti looking to keep the counter going. And this is a foot race between McCarthy. Vidal now battling. Epple and Hill.
1 minute. 1 minute remaining in the first half.
Velasquez sends that forward, but McCarthy's there. Ricocheted off with Hayime. Shuba. Newton. Vidal unable to do anything with it, and it's cleared out by Chavez. Now Lefranc. One away by Finneran. And referee said that she went out of bounds as we've entered the 10-second countdown.
2, 1, 0.
And that'll do it for the first half here at Van Taylor Stadium. Bearcats head into the break with a 1-0 lead off of a Bree Taylor goal. I'm Hunter Banks filling in for Rickson Lane. Stay with us. We'll have the second half for you in 15. back, about to get the second half underway. Bearcats leading 1-0. The starters are back on the field for both teams. Taylor is trying to chase down Chavez, but Chavez unable to control that. Just a reminder, Lander men's soccer plays after the women's game around approximately 7:30. Germstad, and that went off of Caitlin Morris, so that'll be deflected off of her. So it'll be a corner kick for the Bearcats. But the men's team, as I was saying, is going to take on Anderson, the Trojans. Now Germstad and Lefranc both over there, but chances are Germstad takes it. She does. She whips it in. Unable to do anything. Lang tries to whip it in, but she couldn't get solid contact. Now Eppel looking for Taylor. Gant gets to it first. Germstad trying to thread it through to Taylor. Intercepted by Molina. Aldretti, her pass intercepted. Now Fisher pokes it for Germstad. Germstad dribbling around, finds Taylor. Now Vidal couldn't get it past Chavez. Ball finds its way to McCarthy's feet. She tries to link up with Apple. Too much on it, so it'll be a throw in for the Wolves. That's headed out by Apple. They'll move a couple yards forward and have another throw in. Stokes looking for Harms on the wing, but it's cleared out by McCarthy. Fisher now goes back to McCarthy. Aime almost got a touch on that, but now Germstad's off to the races with it for the Bearcats. She finds Taylor. Taylor, the pass off target. Morris tracking it back, and now Gant has it. Aldretti battling with Lang. Foul called on Lang, so that'll be a free kick for Newberry. Dahl unable to link up with their compatriot Lefranc. Now Harms trying to find somebody, but there's nobody to be found. And Sarah Owen scoops that one up. Stokes. Now Hill. Dempsey. But center is there. Her pass intercepted by Hill. Hill trying to thread it through to Harms, but it's intercepted by McCarthy. McCarthy. Her pass trying to link up with LaFranc is intercepted. Now Epple clears it away for the Bearcats. And that'll be a throw in for Lander. Another throw in for the Bearcats. Germstad trying to create something over there on the right wing, but she loses possession. Now Emma Harms with it. And that was off of a Bearcat, so it'll be a Wolves throw in. Another Newberry throw in. Hill gets to it before Fisher. She's looking for Aime. Aime with the equalizer. Aime's 5th goal of the year. And we are all tied up here at Van Taylor Stadium. Wolves equalize rather quickly here in the second half. It came from their poacher.
Newberry goal scored by number 13, Daphne Ayame.
That changes the whole complexion of this game. Now Aime again links up with Harms. Wolves on the prowl, so to speak. Harms with a dangerous shot. Had to be tipped away by Owen, so this will be a corner kick for Newberry. Looks like it's going to be Aldretti.
Corner kick awarded to Newberry.
Sent in, unable to connect with anybody. Scrambling to clear it for the Bearcats, and now Vidal trying to control it. But Dempsey gets it. Now Aldretti has it. Yandel marking her closely, trying to seal it out. Unable to. It went off of Yandel, so this will be another Newberry corner kick.
Corner kick awarded to Newberry.
Morris coming forward as a second player, but Aldretti going to take it again. Might tap it to Morris though. Cleared out by Vidal. Now Molina. Aime unable to keep it. Now Vidal looking for Ethel. Aime tracking back and marking her, and it's off of Aime. So it'll be a throw in, but first we're going to have a substitution. Kelsey Fisher is going to make way.
Arthur.
For number 16, Katie Arthur, freshman from Chapin, South Carolina. immediately getting in on the action, but unable to control it. And that's going to be off of Harms for a Bearcat throw in. Vidal with it now. Yandel. Taylor. Trying to give it back to Yandel. Dempsey marking. Yandel looks for Germstad, finds her. Morris marking Germstad. Germstad dangerous in the box. Looking to cross this in. Vidal is there, but can't get a shot, and it was blocked. Eventually did get a shot off. It was blocked by, I believe, that was number 19, Briley Stokes. Good opportunity there for the Bearcats. But Vidal just not able to capitalize on it. McCarthy steps up, clears it away, but Aime finds it at her feet again. Now Yandel. Harms now for the Wolves. McCarthy misplayed that. Now LeFranc has it for the Bearcats. Slips past Harms momentarily. Have another substitution for Lander. It's going to be Lauren Schuba for Victoria Lang.
Coming into the Bearcats, number 5, Lauren Schuba.
LeFranc with it now. Back to McCarthy. Yandel. Dempsey marking Yandel. Yandel gives way to Germstad. Tries to chip it into Vidal. Vidal has it, gives it back to Germstad on the outside edge of the box, goes into the box. And then it's eventually cleared away by Morris. Now Arthur unable to do anything and sent forward by Aldretti. Owen came out to clear that one away. McCarthy now finds Germstad. Germstad. Tie battle with Stokes. Now it's a foot race between McCarthy and Aime. McCarthy wins. Now Germstad. Vidal. Taylor unable to get to that. Vidal wins the ball away from Molina. Vidal gave up, expecting a foul to be called. Now LeFranc with it. Taylor collides with Chavez. And they rule it went off of Chavez, so it'll be a throw-in for the Bearcats as Breonna Taylor went down. Might have taken a slight hit to that knee that she injured 2 years ago. But she's up, looks to be okay. Throw-in finds LeFranc on the right wing. Germstad able to keep possession, misplays it, but Yandel's there. Arthur unable to control it. Germstad with it again. She takes a shot and goes wide left. So it'll be a goal kick for the Wolves. Germstad showcasing her maestro abilities earlier in the game, showcasing her finishing abilities there. Arnstead already has 1 goal this year. She's trying to see if she can tie Bree Taylor for the team lead with 2 apiece. Taylor scored that goal in the first half that gave the Bearcats the lead. She's now in the box, tries to find Vidal, and Vidal! Great assist from Taylor to find Vidal, and excellent finishing from the product of France. I believe that is Vidal's 2nd goal of the year. And that is Taylor's 2nd assist of the year. Bearcats respond to the earlier goal from Newberry. Now they have the lead again. Let's see if they can keep it. See how motivated this Newberry team will be. Jaime, always a threat anytime she's within 5 yards of the ball. And she will no doubt be the focal point of Newberry's attack from here on. Now Dempsey turns and takes off, looking and trying to get past Arthur. And a foul going to be called on Arthur, a rather late foul. But Dempsey still on the ground. We're going to call for the trainers. And while the trainer attends to Dempsey, we're going to take a break. You're listening to Lander Women's Soccer on the Bearcat Broadcasting Network.
Newberry. Number 7, Daisy Hernandez.
And as Sydney Dempsey exits the game, trainers continue to attend to her. Coming in for her is number 7, Daisy Hernandez. Stokes sends this one in. Aime battling with McCarthy and LeFranc. LeFranc playing defense a little heavy inside the box. But Aime didn't go down, so no foul. It'll be a corner kick for Newberry.
Corner kick order to Newberry.
Aldretti over to take it. Morris. Oh no, roles reversed. Morris takes it to Aldretti. And she then sends it in. It's punched out by Owen. Stokes comes forward. Vidal battling with Harms. Harms wins it. Now Aime. Aime, her shot way high. Good defense there from Yandel and McCarthy. Aime continuing to draw a double team. And special attention from the Lander back line. McCarthy wins that battle with her. Now Eppel looks for Germstad. Germstad turns and looks upfield. Trying to thread it through to Taylor, but it's off target, so now Stokes with it. She finds Harms. Harms battling Yandel. Harms comes out on top, but McCarthy's there. A ricochet off of Germstad, out of play for a throw-in. Now Aldretti with it. Germstad gets to it first. In a tough battle with Stokes. Foul going to be called on Riley Stokes. Tough battle between her and Germstad as they kind of went around in a circle battling for the ball. We've played just over 60 minutes in this game. A lot of soccer left as Vidal inside the box with the ball, goes back looking for LeFranc, loses possession away to Aime. Eppel there to stop the counter. Now Schuba with it in the midfield. Now it's a foot race between Vidal and Chavez. Chavez gets to the ball first, but Eppel gets the interception. Now Arthur. LeFranc. Germstad takes a shot, and it was off target. A good idea, nonetheless. Always good for you to have confidence in your own skills, and she clearly has confidence in her abilities, at least from long range. Taylor with it. She's got Germstad on the edge of the box, but Taylor loses possession to Molina. Now Harms with it, going up the right flank. Vidal giving chase, but Harms slipping away. Now Yandel. And Vidal with it now for the Bearcats. Good defending there from Yandel. And then she gets the back pass to Owen. LeFranc. Hard first touch. Now Eppel with it. Stokes. Excuse me, Jimenez. And Hernandez, good save from Owen. It's a good opportunity there for Daisy Hernandez. Sarah Owen with a good reaction save to force the corner kick.
Corner kick awarded to Newberry.
Looks like it's going to be Morris taking it again. See if she knocks it out to Aldretti or tries to send it in herself. Germstad's over there to mark Aldretti, so Morris sends it in herself. Owen comes out and grabs it. Owen gave her team time to go forward and set up. Arms with it now for Newberry. Arthur giving chase. Yandel stepping up to marker, and Yandel momentarily bumped her off the ball. And that's going to be lost by Harms, so it'll be a goal kick for the Bearcats. Harms, a sophomore from Greer, South Carolina. Shuba back to Yandel. Now Taylor with it. Goes all the way, switches up play to Apple, but now center with it. Germstad tries to link up with Taylor and does. Taylor sends this one forward, but knocked out of the air by Hill. Now Hill with it. Chavez sends this one forward. Aime trying to track it down. She does. Center marking her. Cleared out by Katie Arthur. Now Vidal, Lefranc, Apple, Vidal. Vidal's pass off target finds its way. The ball finds its way all the way. Finds its way all the way back to Gant, who distributes it over to Chavez. Now Aldretti has it. Handball called on Aldretti. So it's going to be a free kick. Just another reminder that following this game at about 7:30, Lander men's soccer will be taking on Anderson. That'll be on a separate feed, but stay with us and enjoy that matchup. It's a competitive game last year. One of Lander's 3 losses was early in the season to Anderson. So it should be a good game. Both teams are undefeated. We would like to recognize our game sponsor and proud supporter of Bearcat Athletics, Northland. Northland is your partner for local, reliable broadband services. With internet speeds up to 100 megs, stay connected with the speeds you need and the reliability you want with internet packages starting as low as $29.99 per month for 12 months. Add TV for just $20 more, as Aldretti shot that. It was easily saved by Owen, but a good shot, good idea from Aldretti. But to finish this advertisement, add TV to that package for just $20 with no contract required. Thanks to Northland, proud supporter of Bearcat Athletics. Taylor with it now. Over to Arthur. Now Vidal, poked away by Chavez. Aldretti trying to get past Shuba. Manages to find Hernandez. Apple marking Hernandez. Hernandez cuts back, finds Harms wide open. Yandel steps up, marks her. Good defending from Yandel, allowing McCarthy to intercept that. Now Germstad battling with Stokes. Slips past her, cuts it into the inside. Dangerous opportunity here. Dancing around in the box, takes a shot and a goal. Germstad extends the Bearcats' lead. A well-deserved goal for Emily Germstad. That is her second of the year. The Bearcats now lead the Wolves 3-1.
Number 10, Emily Germstad, her second of the season.
Germstad has been the maestro of the midfield all game, and it's only worthwhile that she get a goal. We've got 2 substitutions just happened. Victoria Lang entered the game, as did Katie Newton. But back to Germstad. She's a junior from Irmo. Had a prolific career in high school. She hasn't quite put up the numbers that she did in high school, but this year especially she has taken on a leadership role and is the driving force behind this Bearcat attack. Franck lost that away. Going to be a throw-in, quickly taken by Vidal to Lefranc, but good defending from Stokes. She sealed it out, and it'll be a goal kick. Harms attempting the fancy flick pass. It was intercepted by Germstad, who found Eppel. Now Yandel. Germstad looking for Newton, but Gant leaves her line and scoops that one up. Be another throw in for the Bearcats. Foul called on Molina. Looks like we're going to have some substitutions here shortly. I think we're going to wait and let Vidal take this free kick because she's going to be substituted off. So they'll wait for the next time. Coming on for her will be Tessa Simmons. She's a freshman defender from Oviedo, Florida. But over there is Ethel and Vidal. Looks like it's going to be Vidal. She sends this one in, but it ricochets off of the wall and tapped over the bar by Gant. So it'll be a corner kick for the Bearcats. And we'll
Corner kick awarded to Lander.
Coming into the game for the Bearcats is, as I mentioned, number 17, Tessa Simmons. Coming in for Newberry is number 9, Courtney Velasquez. Germstad and Lefranc standing over. Germstad curls it in, looking for Tessa Simmons, trying to get involved early, but it was poked away by Gant. And there's McCarthy with a header, but it's off target. So it'll be a goal kick for Newberry. Lander showing promise on set pieces. Gant sends this forward. Velasquez clears it out. That'll be a throw in for the Bearcats. It looks like it's going to be Yandel to take the throw in. She's looking for Simmons. Stokes called for the foul on Tessa Simmons. Pushed a little too hard in the back. And Brandon McCarthy's going to step up and take this free kick since it's a little farther away from the action. McCarthy sends this in. He's looking for Germstad but couldn't find her. Apple intercepts this, sends it forward, and the shot goes wide left. No trouble at all for Gant. Misfire from Gant, goes out of bounds. So it'll be a throw in for Lander. Gant hasn't really been the most accurate keeper with her goal kicks. That may have something to do with an apparent injury that she has suffered at some point in her past. She's got a brace on her right knee, but a foul is called, and so this will be a free kick for the Bearcats. Katie Arthur is going to step forward and take it. Arthur curls this one in, looking for Lang, but Gant is there with a nice diving save. Aime now. Throw in given to Newberry. Now Harms. And that's going to be another throw in for the Wolves. Looks like Briley Stokes is going to come forward and take it. She's looking for Daisy Hernandez. Linked up with her, but Hernandez couldn't control it, so now Simmons has it. But solid defending to win that away was Molina, but only momentarily. And that ended up going off of Yandel, so it'll be a throw in for Newberry. Correction, it'll be a foul called. I was just as confused as Newberry was. I thought it was a throw in. But Altretti sends this into the box. Aime headed it, but it was off target, so it'll be a goal kick. Owen doing one of the big duties that a goalkeeper has, killing time when you have a lead and it's late in the game. It's working as slowly as possible. Lang won that header, but Bearcats trying to settle it down. LaFranc accomplishes that and finds Germstad. Germstad looking upfield, battling with Heel. It's going to be a foot race, and Epple gets to it for the Bearcats. Aime proving to be a pesky defender too. She forces a misplay, and it'll be a Newberry throw-in. Termstad looking to link up with Simmons, but Gant is there. Simmons has added a little bit of life to this Bearcat team since her addition. Good defending from Victoria Lang there. Nice slide tackle to kill the attack, force a throw in. Aldretti with it. Lang tracking back. And Yandel unable to control the pass. Not completely her fault, slightly off target pass, caught her off guard coming from Lang. It'll be a throw in for Wolves. Frank wins that header, trying to get to it first. Trying to keep it in play, but not quite able to. Frank disappointed with herself. Yandel cleared away by McCarthy. Now LeFranc with it for Lander. Germstad. Miscommunication between her and LeFranc gives the ball away. A rare misplay from McCarthy, but no damage as Owen was in line with that. That's out of play for a throw-in. You can see a real sense of urgency in the way Newberry is playing. No, but Germstad with it for the Bearcats. Moving forward, didn't really face any opposition until Chavez stepped up. Bearcats retained possession with Epple. She's unable to do anything with it, so now Hill has it for the Wolves. Foot race between Aime and McCarthy. McCarthy wins it and clears it out for a throw-in. McCarthy, solid defender for Lander. She's just a sophomore. Very valuable player for Chris Ayer and his Bearcat team. Riley Stokes. And that's going to be headed out by the defensive midfielder Victoria Lang. Duties that she shares with Lauren Schuba. Lang normally starts in that role, and Schuba coming on in a substitution manner, which she might be about to do. It's going to be 3 substitutions. And Schuba is coming on, but it's for Arthur. Also coming on are Bree Taylor and Juliette Vidal. Chris Ayer giving a breather to Taylor and Vidal, and he's going to send them back in to close out this game. Not going to take their foot off the gas at all as he sends arguably 2 of his best forwards back into the game. He did send in Schuba adding in another defensive-minded player, as a foul was called there on Lander, so it'll be a free kick. From my perspective, looks to be about 7-8 yards outside of the box. This means it'll be about 25, around about their yards from the goal. Aldretti is there. And Hernandez and Hill are both standing in her way. They cleared out. A nice diving save from Owen. I think the shot would have been off target anyways. But Newberry with a very confusing lineup there for that free kick. Very effective. Aldretti is over there to take this corner kick. She curls it in. Stokes unable to do anything. Velasquez, Stokes again. Now it's cleared out, but not all the way. Now Germstad finally clears it out of danger. Taylor trying to track this down. And she collided with Molina. That knee is still ginger for Taylor. She tested it out. She's fine. So this is going to be a throw in for the Bearcats. Win off of Emma Harms. Now Vidal has it on the left wing. She curls it in. Over past Taylor. Taylor gets to it. Looking for Apple. It was intercepted. Going to be a throw in for Lander. Germstad dispossessed. But Lang there. Lang again. Over to Vidal. Finds, Lafranc to Vidal. Back to Lafranc. Lafranc has it now. Sent into the box, but nobody there for the Bearcats. So Yandel's ground cross, no real trouble for Jaylene Gant. Now Vidal won that. Fancy footwork. Tries to find Lafranc and does. Apple trying to track this down, keep it in play. She does. Unable to keep it for the Bearcats as it's cleared out by Chavez. Chavez looking for Aime. Now center marking Hernandez. Referee says play on, and it's cleared out. Now Taylor looking for Germstad, but Germstad not able to get to it. Franck battling Harms, and she's going to be called for the foul. Ref having a conversation with Shuba and pointing out the placement. As there's a minute and a half to go in this game, and here's a dangerous set piece. Aldretti lined up. Reagan Hill is there too. Aldretti trying to link up with Harms, but unable to. Nice trickery there from Newberry. They have a lot of options coming off of set pieces, a lot of creative ideas that they like to showcase. Just not always able to capitalize the way they would like to. Shout out to a legendary Landers student worker, Trey Childress, in the house. Student teaching with Emerald High School. And once he graduates in December, he'll be employed there. He's also a football coach there. Childress family continuing the family legacy. His younger sister Elizabeth started school. As we're winding down the final seconds of this game.
10, 9, 8.
PA has started the final second countdown. Both teams
4, 3, 2,
giving up.
0.
And that will do it. Lander manages to defeat Newberry 3-1.
That's the ball game.
And they
Your
stay
final score.
undefeated.
Lander 3, Newberry 1.
Record of 3-0 Newberry with their first loss of the year. Make sure you stick around as we'll have the men's game coming up at about 7:30 as they take on the Anderson Trojans. Filling in for Rickson Lane, I've been Hunter Banks. This has been Lander Women's Soccer on the Bearcat Broadcasting Network.